Hey everyone, this is Jesse from Janjo. Now to the Janjo Club and everyone not subscribed yet. Pokemon Snap, a new Pokemon Snap was just announced. We just got a trailer released today, released this morning, and I can't wait to talk about it because, well, I love Pokemon Snap. I played it when I was a kid, back on the 64. Now the original Pokemon Snap was released in 1990X. And basically what it was, you know, at the time you had games like Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow, and those are really fun, but you needed some supplementary games. Sure, eventually we would get Gold and Silver and Crystal, but we needed something for the consoles, and we got a couple games. We got Pokemon Stadium, we got Pokemon Puzzle League, which was actually a really good puzzle game, and Pokemon Snap. These are all released for Nintendo 64, and people loved all of these games. Pokemon Snap was a fan favorite, still to this day, because it was just kind of a different game. Because while Pokemon Stadium was still battling, it was still your mainstay kind of Pokemon game, Puzzle League was kind of way more of a different, you know, it was just like Tetris Attack, basically, but just with a better frame rate than the SNES version. Pokemon Snap was kind of different. In Pokemon Snap, you experienced the entire world of Pokemon. You went around on this little cart machine thing and you just took pictures of Pokemon. It was that simple. You could throw bait and stuff out. You can kind of sway certain Pokemon to take cool pictures. You can make them do certain things like pose or break open obstacles to allow you to go to a different path, and that would extend to unlocking more stages. And there's a variety of stages. You got, you know, the beaches, the rivers, caves, the rainbow cloud. You got a big cave, and it was really cool. It was a really fun game, and it was really different than any Pokemon game we've seen really to this day up until this new trailer. Now, of course, they eventually re-released the game on the Wii Virtual Console, and that was pretty cool because you could put your pictures on the Wii and kind of see it there, because when the game initially came out for the 64, there was these giant boxes, okay, that you could go to a Blockbuster and you could put your game in, and you would be able to actually print out the pictures you'd taken, and that's really cool. A lot of people wanted another Pokemon Snap game for quite a long time, and for whatever reason, Game Freak just decided not to give it to us, and I'm not really sure why, because it seemed like such a simple game to make. It's an on-rails game, and everything's there. You just take pictures of Pokemon, and that's it. It's a very simple concept, and it amazes everyone that they just did not want to make another one up till now. Now, will this mean we'll get a Pokemon Stadium 3 in the future? Or something post-Battle Revolution? I don't know. I mean, I certainly hope so, but the way the games are kind of now, you know, it's, I don't know, we'll see about that, but this is the kind of game that is different enough from the main game that I'm glad that they're bringing back. Because again, a lot of people have been wanting a game like this. There's so many times it would have fit perfectly, whether it was on the 3DS with its 3D game mechanics would have been really cool, on the Wii U, because you got the gamepad, that would have been really cool, but now you have the Switch tablet, which works great for this game, especially when you can play it really on the go, more so than the Wii U would have been able to. And just looking at this trailer, it looks beautiful. Now, this is just a reveal trailer. We don't have a release date for Pokemon Snap yet. It'll be quite a while, probably until we hear anything from it, because the Sword and Shield DLC just came out. Heck, I think it came out today, if I'm not mistaken, so this makes it even more surprised that they announced this as soon as they did. I mean, this is something they could have announced in the fall, and I think people still would have been fine by it. I'm certainly hoping it has a release date for this year, certainly hoping by the holiday times, but it says it's under construction, so I don't know. It could be released this year, it could be released next year. Obviously, the earlier the better, and I certainly hope that this is a much expanded version of the initial game, because while the initial game was really fun, it wasn't really that long. There weren't many stages. There was, maybe 5 stages? I don't remember perfectly off the top of my head, but I certainly hope this is a huge game, because now, when that game first came out, you just had the Kanto Pokemon. Now you got the entire thing. I think there may have been Meryl in the first game. I may be wrong on that, but now you have over 700 Pokemon in just crazy areas that you can explore. Now, obviously, we see things like forests and beaches. I'm curious if we're going to see more crazy places, maybe like an underwater stage, or maybe even like a certain stage where you can actually go around on your own without any certain track. There's a lot of things that you could see. Maybe we'll see areas from the game. Maybe we'll see, you know, a Johto or a Sinnoh area or something like that. I think that'd be really interesting. It does seem to be a collaboration with all the Pokemon, so it's not going to be just pure region-based, but it looks beautiful either way. I'd be perfectly fine if we just had a very pretty-looking locales everywhere that wasn't necessarily game-specific, like kind of the first game was. I hope the music's really good, and from the trailer, it's good. It's very islandy, and I hope that kind of continues with that sort of islandy theme, very nature, very environmental, and that's really a lot of the cool emphasis on Pokemon Snap that I'm really liking about this, is that it feels so different, because since the 90s we've gotten Pokemon games over and over again, and it's really gotten, for some people, me included, kind of stale, kind of banal. Yeah, some games look better. Sword and Shield looks better than Sun and Moon, but Black and White look better than X and Y, and you know, it's kind of the same thing over and over again, and fans have been really wanting some new Pokemon game that wasn't just your normal game. And with the refusal of another Pokemon Stadium game since Battle Revolution, that's kind of a weird one for that. Really not a pure Stadium game since Pokemon Stadium 2. The only other side games we've gotten was a couple of RPG games and the Mystery Dungeon games and some portable titles here and there, like Pokemon Troze, Detective Pikachu, just kind of side games that people didn't really care about, and I really don't blame them, because they were too different. That's not to say Pokemon Snap isn't too different as well, but Pokemon Snap is such a simple concept, and it works so well in the Pokemon environment that it made sense for something like this to exist. With something like in the Mystery Dungeon games, a lot of people like a lot of those games, but it just wasn't meant for everybody. It didn't have that pure universal appeal something like Pokemon Snap does. Like, I'm looking at some of these pictures. Like, there's Wailords in the sea, there are Pelipers flying. It doesn't look like there's an actual track in the game. Looks like you have this kind of holographic track. I'm not sure how that's gonna look entirely in the game, if that's gonna be there the entire time, if that's something you can turn off and on. I wonder what kind of camera. I think the main character is Todd. I wonder what camera he's gonna use, if you can actually upgrade your camera. I think that'd be kind of cool. Use, you know, fisheye lenses and zoom lenses, and more up-to-date photography elements I think would be really neat. I think using kind of different baits and more items and more kind of ways to play the game, I think would be a great update than just the initial game, when it was very vanilla for what you could do. You could zoom in, you can take pictures, you can throw stuff, but that was really about it. Now there's over 20 years worth of things they could do to this game. I'm really excited. I hope they don't treat it as just a small little side game. I hope they treat this as a full game, because I will pay full price for this game. I'm gonna say that right now. Like, it's already sold me. I don't think this could look any more. And again, this is only like pre-release stuff. It could look way better for more of an official gameplay trailer, because this one is just a reveal trailer more than anything. Now, I wonder how much Pokemon it's going to add, how much random factor it's going to have, because that'd be kind of interesting, because in the original Pokemon Snap, everything was kind of preset. You could do certain things that would change certain things, but all Pokemon would kind of be there, and some of them made sense to progress the game, but I'm really also hoping that this game adds a lot more of a random factor, which makes it not to the point where it's annoying to get certain Pokemon, but to the point where every time you play, you might see something different. Again, this could also just be inherent only because of it could have bigger stages and a little bit more things around, and that could just work defaultly the way it wants to work. But I don't know, this is all just kind of speculation, and we don't see too much, but what we see is a good chunk of things to come. I'm really excited about that. You can see a Pidgeot go after a Magikarp, and that's fantastic. But of course, let me know what you think about this. Are you excited for Pokemon Snap? Are you interested in this bringing us back? Because I think a lot of people are. I think this is a really big thing. A lot of fans, especially fans from 90s Pokemon like I am, are really excited about. And I hope the new generation of gamers really kind of grab onto this and not just a nostalgia act. I hope this is a new thing that really catches fire again, that really brings to heart what makes Pokemon really cool and what really kind of inspired Pokemon in general, and that was bug catching, and now you got photography and stuff. And I think that's kind of cool, especially it's on the go, and I hope there's some kind of elements with that would be kind of neat. But that's a bit more speculation for another day. So yes, again, let me know what you think about this in the description, on my Discord, on Twitter, kind of wherever, really. And of course, until then, have a nice day.